I've known Amanda Gazzola for quite a few years now, and it wasn't until she started doing fitness competitions that I noticed that she would probably be the perfect person to help me out with the goal that I wanted to achieve. She's a very positive and very encouraging person, and that attitude is really what you need to help you succeed and get to the goals that you want. One of the moments that really stood out for me was when her and I were working together, and I showed her how I was doing my shoulder presses. I would always end up really tight and comfortable afterwards, and I couldn't figure out why. So I showed Amanda how I was doing them, and it was actually my breathing that was the issue, something that I never thought about before at all. So she showed me a proper way to do it, changing the pace up a little bit, and I don't dread doing them anymore, and I feel fantastic and strong now that I've figured out how to actually accomplish that. Something that I've taken in my daily routine from what she's taught me was to always keep my core strong. I have 3 kids myself, and I'm constantly picking them up or running around with them. And especially when you're picking them up, you really need to have a strong core so that you don't end up having any type of issues after, especially now that I've given birth 3 times. And for a lot of women, that can be quite a traumatic experience, and I don't want to have any long-term issues. So it was really good that she kind of just made me start thinking about that daily, so that it's something that I'm keeping with me all the time. Some advice for anyone starting out. Let me think. Well, you know what? Especially for women that are afraid to lift weights. I was doing 45 minutes of cardio beforehand. That's what my workouts consisted of, and maybe a few weights. Now I do 50 minutes of cardio and everything else is weights, and I feel fantastic. I'm not exhausted after because I've spent all my energy trying to do all this cardio. Now I actually have more energy because that's what the weights do. They're giving me more strength. They're allowing me to keep the energy that I have and keep up with my kids. I've started to incorporate more of the protein shakes in my diet, and that actually has helped as well because it's helping to prepare my body afterwards, even after my workouts are done. So Amanda has been a fantastic influence on my life, and I couldn't thank her enough for everything that she's done for me.